Today we're going to talk about parallel lines cut by a transversal. And if I look here, the parallel lines are these two lines. So this one and this one. And that little arrow that I just put on there shows these lines are parallel. You could also see it with two arrows or just one. And when we have parallel lines cut by a transversal, the transversal is this blue line. It's the line that intersects both parallel lines. What happens is 8 angles are created. And then we could name these 8 angles based on a few things. First is the inside the parallel lines is known as the interior. And outside the parallel lines is known as the exterior. And then if my angle is on the same side of the transversal, like angle 1, 3, 5, and 7, they're called same side. And when they're on opposite sides, like 2 and 7, they're called alternate. So just how we start naming these angles. And so alternate exterior, let's look at this first one. That would be angle 1 and angle 8. Because I want them on the exterior, so that's the yellow part. And then I want them across that transversal. Another pair that I could have chose, because some of you are probably thinking, why'd you choose 1 and 8? Why didn't you choose 2? That's on the outside. You're right, 2's on the outside, the exterior, and so is 7. And they're across that blue transversal. So angle 2 and angle 7. And then let's just give some numbers to these so we can start talking about them. Let's say this is 60 degrees, angle 1. Well, I see that angle 2 and angle 1 make a straight line. So they're a linear pair, and that means they're supplementary. So they have to add up to 180. So I know 180 minus 60 is 120. And then looking at angle 8 and 7, they're the same if the lines are parallel. So angle 8 is also 60, and angle 7 is 120 degrees. These are all degrees because they're angles. So alternate exterior angles are congruent. Now, alternate interior angles is going to be kind of similar, except now we're not looking at the yellow, the outside. We're going to look at the inside. So angle 4, let me redo that. Angle 4 is on the interior, and that's alternate interior with angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 5. Those are alternate interior. And 3 and 6 are also alternate interior. And if I look at those pairs, kind of like how we filled in angles before, these are vertical, 4 and 1, which means this one's also 60. 2 and 3 are vertical, so this is also 120. And then the same thing happens down here. Angle 6 is 120 because it's vertical to 7. And angle 5 is 60 degrees because it's vertical to 8. And then you notice this pattern that angle 4 and 5 are congruent and angle 3 and 6 are congruent. So alternate interior angles are congruent. I'm going to change colors just because it's getting kind of crazy. Now we're going to talk about same side exterior. So again, we're on the exterior, so I'm going to talk about angle 1 to start. The same side exterior, well, the other angle on the exterior on the same side of that transversal is angle 7. And 60 and 120 for angle 1 and 7. They're not equal anymore. They're supplementary. These would add up to 180. And the way I remember this is same side, supplementary. All S's. Makes it a little easier. Now, same side interior. Oh, there's one more same side exterior. I said 1 and 7. I could also choose 2 and 8 because those are on the exterior. and the same side of that blue transversal. So also angle 2 and angle 8. Now same side interior, I would choose 3 and 5. Or I could choose 4 and 6. Because those are on the interior, the green part, and they're on the same side of the transversal. And again, these are supplementary, and I could use that same little trick. Same side supplementary. Now this is probably the hardest one. I'm going to erase just a little so you can see this better. The big eraser. Here we go. Erase, erase, erase. So now we're going to talk about these things called corresponding angles. Corresponding, I think of matching. So if I look at angle 2 up here, that is in the top right-hand corner out of these 4 angles. So the matching angle, if I just slide this black angle down, give me a second. So here's that angle 2. The corresponding angle, since it's in the top right-hand corner of these 4, the matching angle in the bottom 4, 5, 6, and 7, is angle 6. Because that's in the top right-hand corner of those 4. So the matching angles here are angle 2 and angle 6. And those are equal because these were both 120. There's a lot of matching angles though. So 2 and 6 match. 4 is in the bottom right-hand corner of the first 4 angles. And 8 is in the bottom right-hand corner. So angle 4 and angle 8 is another option. Forgot my angle symbol. 7 matches up with angle 3. Because that's the bottom left-hand corner. And that's the bottom left-hand corner of those 4. And the last one, angle 1 and angle 5. So there are a lot of corresponding angles. And the last one, vertical angles. We've already talked about those. 2 and 3 are vertical. 1 and 4 are vertical. And these are all congruent. And they're the ones that are across from each other. So 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 6 and 7, 5 and 8. Let's go to the inside right and do some actual examples now. So the first part of the video was pretty long. We had to learn all the vocab. But now it's going to be really quick and easy. So in the diagram above, angle 2 is 45 degrees. So I'm going to label that. Assuming the lines are parallel, so I know these lines are parallel, A, B, and C, D, fill in all the angles. My trick is I like to fill in what's equal first. So I know 2 and 4 are equal because they're vertical. And I know my corresponding angles are vertical. So 2 is the top right-hand corner. If I look at these 4 angles, if they're parallel, the top right-hand corner is 6. That's my corresponding angle, and it's equal. And then angle 8 is vertical, so that's equal. So all these angles are 45 degrees. Super quick, really easy. The only hard part is what is the other angles. So like angle 1. Now I see that it's bigger than angle 2, and it makes this straight line. So they have to add up to 180, or they're supplementary. So I just take 180 minus 45. And I get 5, 3, 135. So angle 1's 135, angle 3 is 135, 5 is 135, and angle 7 is 135. All these red angles. So it's pretty quick to fill them in. There's only two options, so star this. There's only two options if they're parallel. Either angles are congruent or angles are supplementary. Add up to 180. Those are the only two options. So let's try the one on the right. I'd pause the video, give it a go, then hit play when you're ready, and I'll show you the answer. So here, angle 5 is 50. So that means angle 8's 50 because it's vertical. Angle 1's 50 because it's corresponding. And angle 4 is 50 because those are alternate interior. Then the other angles got to be 180 minus 50. So the other angles are all 130. So 7's 130. 6 is 130. 2 is 130. 3 is 130. And you'll notice that I'm putting like 2 arcs for the 130 ones and 1 arc for the 50. That's because if you have the same color pen, you want to differentiate and show they're not the same angles. Now I have colors, so I'm doing both. But just so you know. Now angle 1 and 7, if we had to name these two, those are same side exterior. And those are supplementary. Because I see one's 50, one's 130. They're supplementary. 3 and 5, those are same side. Because they're the same side of the transversal. And they're inside the parallel line, so they're interior. And again, these are adding up to 180, so those are supplementary. 6 and 8. Those ones are right next to each other, 6 and 8. And they make a straight line. We call this a linear pair. They're on the same line right next to each other. Linear pair. And those also add up to 180. They're supplementary. We hadn't talked about that one yet, so you might have got that wrong, but just write it down now. 2 and 7. 2 and 7. Those are on the exterior, and they're across the transversal, so they're alternate exterior. And 2 and 7 are both 130, so these are congruent. 5 and 8, oh, those are just across from each other, right next to each other. They share the same vertex, so those are vertical angles. And we know vertical angles are always congruent. 4 and 8, this one's always a little confusing for people because one's on the inside, one's on the outside. So it's not alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, or same side exterior, because one's inside, one's outside. So when that's happening, you might get confused, but remember, 4 is in the bottom right-hand corner of these 4 angles. 6 is in the bottom, 8 is in the bottom right-hand corner of these 4 angles. So if they're in the matching spot, this is called corresponding. And corresponding angles are congruent. They're both 50. And last but not least, 4 and 5, those are alternate interior, and those are congruent as well.